Thanks a lot for coming on tonight. Like everyone else in America, I watched that interview you did, just spellbound, and I'm not exactly sure what to make of it. So I'm grateful that you're here to tell us your impressions of it. What did you think?
Yeah, it was a surprising interview. It's a very surprising story. But I had spoken to a couple of sources that are close to the investigation who said that it's possible that he may be telling the truth, is sort of the way that they're looking at it at this point. He turned over all of his texts and documents and emails to the Justice Department investigation back in April. He met with them twice, April 5th and April 30th. So there's at least enough of a seed, of a thread there that they are hearing him out. He says this is the key to everything. He says, I was there, I saw what happened, and basically he's suggesting that what he thought he was part of, he says he had worked as an asset for the federal government a couple of times before on different things just to be helpful, and when they reached out to him this time, he thought he was doing the same thing, but he said it became very clear to him that after some point, it was not a law enforcement issue, but a political espionage issue, and that's when he says, his feelings about the whole thing started to turn. Now, that being said, Andrew McCabe has responded, James Comey has responded. They say they've never heard of him, that nothing about the way of what he described is the way that things happen in these investigations. So, there you have it.
So he does a pretty good imitation of a delusional man. I mean, that was my instinct watching it. This guy's unbalanced.
Yep.
But the allegations he's making are, some of them are general, others are specific, and they're serious. And so you would imagine that the agencies involved would immediately shoot it down. But you said you've spoken to high-level sources who haven't shot it down. Yeah, and I think the way to describe it is that they're saying that he may be, he may be telling the truth. There may be something here. They don't know for sure. This is obviously part of an ongoing investigation, John Durham's investigation, and we'll see if anything comes of it from there. But he claimed when we spoke last night that he believes that Bill Barr is going to uncover what he says is the greatest American political scandal of all time. And keep in mind that what we've been going through for the past 2 years with the Mueller investigation was one side of this investigation, but the other side of the origins of the investigation is just beginning. He also says, I'm not the only one who, was involved in this, was an asset that was part of this. And I also think that there's enough kind of mention out there surrounding this investigation that there's a belief that it wasn't just Carter Page and the FISA applications, that if there was this kind of attempt, this kind of effort to kind of, sprinkle some scandal around and see where it would land and see if they could find something that connected to President Trump, an insurance policy, if you will, that it was likely that they tried it in a number of different places. Interesting. So